Joining us tonight, contributing editor for Gizmodo.com, Adam Frucci, and editorial director for Home Entertainment Magazine and editor for Hollywood Reporter, Tom Arnold is here. Gentlemen, welcome to The Loop. Tom, I'd like to start with you, my friend, because Sony comes out, they're beating their war drums. There was a mission accomplished banner drop behind them, and they said, hey, listen, Blu-ray has won. It's time to return those HD DVD players. What do you think, Tom?
Well, I think Blu-ray has won. I've been hearing that for about 2 years now. I'm a big fan of Blu-ray. I think HD DVD is good too. But neither one has won and neither one can win because there are two formats in the market.
Yeah, they're still out there. Adam, Sony was saying that they were the winner even before the format arrived in stores, like Tom was saying. Do you agree that they've won, though?
No, definitely not. I mean, this Blu-ray thing has pretty much been the biggest disaster that Sony has ever done, and to claim that they've won is just a way for them to try to save face when their PlayStation 3 is failing and their format's failing, and this is just them trying to convince consumers to go out and buy it because nobody's really doing it now because they're trying to decide.
What about 2-to-1 sales figures? Sony is saying, hey, listen, for every HD DVD you get, we're selling 2. We're clearly
Look at the total. Look at the total. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I think the total number of high-definition discs that are bought by consumers in a single week are maybe about 60, 70,000. And contrast that to a regular DVD. I mean, you know, even something like Employee of the Month will sell maybe 2 million copies its first week.
Sure. Well,
the numbers aren't there.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, you can't call either of them victorious when they're both losing so badly. No consumer has any confidence in either of these formats because it's really just between these companies. I mean, nobody's going to go out and spend $700 on a player when, for all they know, in 6 months it's going to be dead and the discs aren't going to be worth anything.
Yeah, but Adam, you know, I'm going to take issue with you on that right now. I mean, you know, the discs are going to be gone and not worth anything. I mean, are you saying that you don't think high definition will catch on?
Well, I think it'll catch on eventually, but I think that instead of trying to focus on one format over the other, they need to make a dual format player or even focus on downloading. I think people are ignoring the fact that this might be the last time that there's a format war at all because physical media is kind of going downhill as downloading and on-demand takes hold, and it's much more convenient than having to go out and rent something or buy something. When you can just click and download something, I think that's going to catch on faster than any of these new formats.
All right, Tom, let me ask you this here. Is there a problem with the formats themselves, or is it with the content that's currently available on the formats? I mean, Crank is currently the #1 selling title on HD, DVD, and Blu-ray. I mean, that's got to attest to something. Where's The Matrix and The Lord of the Rings? What's happening?
Who's going to spend 50 grand to master a title for Blu-ray or HD, DVD when, you know, maybe you can sell 10,000 copies? The money's not right there. It's not a viable business right now, and it won't be a viable business until there's one format.
Well, now, Adam, the porn industry has chosen a format, though. They're saying HD, DVD, and in the past, people have looked to adult entertainment to really decide a winner whenever there's a technological battle taking place. Is that the case anymore, or has the internet completely made that industry obsolete when it comes to physical media?
Well, I don't think it's obsolete, but I definitely don't think it's going to have the same impact that it had when it was VHS and beta, because definitely I don't think unless you're a huge connoisseur, you're not running out to buy porn DVDs, you're going online. And also, I'm not sure how many people are all that interested in seeing porn in high definition.
I like my bruises to be as high def as possible. I want as many lines of resolution on those thighs as I can get. Tom, I think our audience, they happen to be connoisseurs of adult entertainment. So do you think no porn on Blu-ray, is that going to hurt Sony?
You know, porn is not the driver. I mean, most of the people who I know right now, you know, prefer to get their porn, not me, of course, online, you know, or on standard DVD. High definition, you know, while the porn people definitely are early adopters and you know, tend to be much more adventurous with new technology than their mainstream counterparts, it's a small chunk of the business.
Now, what about the PlayStation 3 factor, though, Tom? I mean, it's a built-in Blu-ray drive. Obviously, Sony had a bit of a slow start. This year, if we start seeing some good titles and seeing the units arrive to homes, could that really change the tide? Could that really shift things?
Well, you know, I was a big believer early on, too, that the PlayStation 3 could be the Trojan horse, you know, I mean, first of all, it's a very, very good Blu-ray player, and it's a lot cheaper than any of the other dedicated players on the market. And yet, look at the numbers. I mean, I was driving on Sunset Boulevard the other day, and there was a small electronics shop, and there was a guy with a sign out front. You know, we have PS3s, please buy one. You know, so the shortage, you know, definitely is not materialized. I don't see all that much pent-up demand, and everything I'm hearing from my kids and everybody else is we.
That's true. That's true. And that doesn't even play standard DVDs yet. So clearly that's sending a message about the adoption of Blu-ray.
Exactly.
Adam, what do you think here? In the next 5, 10 years, are we going to see a winner? And what does each format need to do to make that happen?
I don't know if we will see a winner. I mean, they both are so deeply entrenched on either side at this point.
Of course we're going to see a winner. I mean, Adam, I got to jump in here. We're going to see a winner probably very, very soon because the whole world is going high def. You've got high def broadcast. HD TVs are selling like crazy.
Well, Tom, who's that winner going to be then? Is it Blu-ray or HD DVD?
You know, it's really too close to call because really the race hasn't started. You know, I mean, right now, both formats came out a little bit before they should have come out, and that is because home entertainment wanted to have a seat at the table. Everything's going high def, and you've got to be able to give consumers a chance to buy high definition discs.
Tom, if you had to pick now, though, real quick, HD or DVD or Blu-ray, what's the answer?
Honestly, eventually I believe Blu-ray will triumph, but there's a very, very big if in there.
All right, Adam, what say you, Blu-ray or HD DVD?
I don't think it really matters. I don't care. I don't think consumers care. I think people will buy dual format players, and then it'll be decided in conference rooms and not by consumers.
Apathy all around. But I think you echo the sentiments of every consumer and every high def lover out there right now. I want to thank you both, Adam and Tom. Thank you guys for keeping us in the loop. Listen, Blu-ray and HD DVD, two formats fighting to the death. But don't let the sounds of their scuffle distract you from the elephant that's stomping around in the room. I mean, you can get high-definition downloads right now on your Xbox 360. And Blockbuster, Netflix, Amazon, even TiVo, they plan to offer similar services. So the day when you'll be able to watch a high-def movie without ever physically touching it, it's coming. I mean, this is a format war of attrition that will end when on-demand broadband delivery outflanks the DVD player entirely and heads straight to your monitor. Just watch. 5-10 years. Mark my words.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.